Let's give a big round of applause for. And then who's on deck? Great. Oh, can I squeeze through?
Don't play it. Don't play it. Play it.
Hello, my name is Alexia Feaster, and I'm a junior Aspen Challenge leader. So today, we are presenting our solution to Danielle Lee's challenge. Her challenge was to spark a science inquiry and ignite a passion for science in our community and our world.
You got this.
Come on.
Why science? Women are underrepresented because they are dominated by the white man. So in reality, we just need we need more black and brown people, black and brown women in our STEM fields.
As you can see in the chart, that most of the white man and female are, the most population is the white male and female. That's like 71%, and then that just leaves 29% as women of color, as scientists in science field. And if you add up all the women, not including the white women, that just leaves 10% of women of color in the science field. We are giving our youth a post-secondary option by giving, we're giving our youth a post-secondary option because we need more people of color in the science field by providing a Science LinkUp monthly challenge. And we are giving our community more access to explore and expand their known knowledge in science.
You were that way. Okay. Keep going. Next. Thomas doing it. Science Link Up Day was designed to get students to interact with science. This is the flyer we sent out to our local elementary schools. Unfortunately, they couldn't participate because due to park testing. To start off, we had students do a pre-survey to tell us what they knew and what they felt about science. Okay. To start us off, before I dismiss students to engage with their science experiments, they were motivated by our guest speaker, Steve Bonomo III.
Most female students do not have an interest in science. Those who do often do not go into these male-dominated fields. However, those who do often leave due to family concerns or childbearing. Our goal is to have Science Link Up Day as a standard across CPS to inspire minorities to join the science fields. The materials used to create a Science Link Up Day can be found in your school or at a dollar store nearby. Science Link Ups can be used to inspire minorities to join the science fields and work towards cures to the illnesses that plague them and not just treatments.
We had a fun time when we got to get along with our group and do new things in science.
And they approached us in a way that tried to relate to students
and you barely even knew what you were doing was science. I learned a lot of stuff involved in chemistry and how to make ice cream at home by myself when I'm alone.
I learned that with any materials we have, we can always be creative and make something new.
You heard it there from the students themselves. Now, in the beginning, we had them do a pre-survey.
Three minutes for question and answer.
So finish telling us about the beginning. You had them do a pre-survey.
Yes, we had them do a pre-survey before they did any experiments, and then afterwards, once the day was over, we also had them do another survey, the post-survey, and the numbers on the charts, most of them from the pre-survey, they would range from 1 to 10, and most students voted on an 8 on their knowledge of science. And afterwards, their numbers on the post-survey were both a 9 and an 8, so their knowledge improved afterwards.
Out of curiosity, with your survey, did you ask a question about interest in going into the field? And if so, what was the outcome in that question?
In the beginning, we asked them if they knew any post-secondary options and if they were interested in them. And in the beginning, you had a few kids saying, like, basics, like, oh, chemists, and then the rest of them were like, I don't know any, I'm not interested. But then afterwards, once we did the activities, we seen more students were saying, I want to be a chemist, a biologist, a teacher in the science fields, and their interest in it was just overall just a lot better than before.
That was a really fun opener, guys. Thank you for that. I just had a question about the actual science experiments. Who ran those for you? Did you work with science teachers at the school, or was it outside community?
So the science experiments were ran by us, junior leaders, and also the senior leaders there at Bogan High School. Our supplies and materials, majority of them came from science teachers, and one of them stopped in on certain experiments to give their input and, to further the lesson of whatever the experiment was during that time.
Did you bring in any members of the community that have jobs or own companies in the science field as a part of these LinkUp days?
So we brought in Steve Bonomo III from NEIU, who works workshops with the STEM areas, so he can get people involved in science, engineering, technology, and math.
Any other questions, judges?
Can you tell us the concept of your beginning project?
So this project, it was supposed to be a project that we did originally in the day. It was elephant toothpaste, but we forgot an ingredient, so we just thought to just do this for you anyway.
Love it.
Your science classes, do you feel like they're inspiring enough for you, or do you think they need to be adjusted too?
Well, I believe they are.
All right, time is up. Let's give them a big round of applause. Great job.